Hello guys, welcome back. I'm Ansel, and today we're going to talk about Titans Special Number 1. As we have seen in Justice League, there is this multiversal threat that could also be the multiversal salvation for everybody that is just starting to change the rules of the universe everywhere it goes. And these changes are starting to appear here and there in a way that mostly everybody is starting to find out what's happening. I mean, the Justice League, as we can see in the Justice League comic book, but that is a matter for another video, are doing their best to hide it, but they cannot completely hide it. And other heroes are starting to find out about the situation. And that is the case with Dick Grayson in here. Nightwing has started to see that this is affecting a lot of people, awakening in them a lot of meta powers, and so they go into a phase of rage and chaos and confusion where they can hurt themselves and they can hurt other people. Nightwing faces off one of these particular people at the beginning of the issue, and let's just say that things don't end very well. And this leaves Dick with a heavy toll on him. He is like, I cannot let this happen again. So he calls the Justice League and he's like, hey, you banned my last team, but you're not going to ban the next one because I'm going to save these people. I cannot be over here just looking at all these people suffer by what's going on. So I'm going to form a new team of Titans and I'm going to fight for them because that is what's right. And I really like that. I really like how Nightwing stood up against the Justice League. Oh, well, it was not the entire Justice League, it was just mostly the Trinity. I guess we can say that it wasn't exactly the Trinity, but I will leave that surprise for you when you read this out. But the thing is that the new Titans have a permit now. They have like this license. Hey, we can be superheroes because now the Justice League has given their approval. And that is a particular part of this whole situation that I don't like, and it is not the fault of this particular special. It is the fault of the last previous issues on the Titans comic book. I mean, I understand where the Justice League is coming from with this decision, but it still feels like they are treating the Titans like they were the Teen Titans. And I'm not saying the Teen Titans are a weak and bad team. I'm just saying that usually the Teen Titans are mostly kids, but the Titans were already a lot of grown-ups. So they are like being grounded for what they were doing instead of just being helped by the big league superheroes to learn what the hell went wrong and why they should do better. So they were mostly like, you will stay in your room. You cannot be a superhero anytime soon because we are the Justice League or something like that. And that is really weird. Anyway, but I like how Nightwing stood up to them in this case, and he was like, hey, I'm not going to let you guys tell me anymore what I can and I can't do because I see people suffering and I'm going to do the right thing. And go screw yourself, guys. I'm doing my own thing. With the Hall of Justice being back, the Justice League is like, hey, we're control. We're like the government for all superheroes, and we control everything they do or don't. So we're going to dictate what everyone is doing. And I'm not saying that that is completely a bad thing. I mean, it is very similar to the Justice League Unlimited TV show, and that one was great. Sometimes it feels like they are abusing this power, and they are trying to tell everybody what they should be doing, or otherwise they will just ban them. They will drop the ban hammer on them. So that is a particular strange. So after Dick confronts the Justice League, he goes on a recruitment adventure for the new members, or more like the members of his new team. And I really like this new roster. First of all, he's chosen Raven as the co-leader. I love Raven, so everything that has Raven in it, I'm already hooked. So yeah, that was really nice. He has chosen Beast Boy. That's as far as it goes in terms of this being like the original Teen Titans. No, not the original. Sorry, the Teen Titans roster from the TV show, which is the one that I got to know first, is the one that has a special place in my heart. But anyway, we will have Dig, who used to be Raven, and Beast Boy. Because Cyborg cannot be using any Titans book these days. He's just part of the Justice League, and Starfire will have its own book, and I think it will look. I mean, by the looks of it, it will be really awesome. Beast Boy is going through some changes, let's say, but I'm not talking about puberty. Uh, let's just say that they are consequences of what he did back in No Justice. And I love when these kind of consequences are brought up by the writer, and especially when they are connected to a previous story, and even more so when that previous story was such a big thing like No Justice in this case. So I really like seeing Beast Boy being affected by what he did, and that he hasn't just gone back to the status quo, or at least his status quo. I just hope they don't resolve that very quickly because it's a really interesting plot point. And after these two particular characters, Dick recruits some more that I don't want to spoil too much of it here. Let's just say that each recruitment involves an interaction that really develops a little more each of these characters, and it really helps establishing what the relationship will be in the next issues for the Titans book. So if the objective or the goal of this particular special was to really establish the new setup, the new world we're going to get into in the next few arcs, then it did a really great job and I really enjoyed it. I really like this new team. And then we have a surprise member. And the reason it is a surprise, um, it makes sense with what has been going on in this whole of justice situation. But I really like seeing this particular character in the comics after such a long time, and especially after this particular character was such a great part of some other media adaptation that I don't want to say too much because I don't want to spoil it. You have to check it out and tell me if you really enjoyed it as well as I did. So yeah, this issue was mostly preparation for what's coming up. Nothing much in terms of a story happened here, but it was really awesome anyway because it really showcased the personalities and the interactions and the dynamics that this new team roster that I really like is going to be like in the next few arcs. So overall, I will have to give this 4.5 Beast Boys out of 5 because it was really entertaining. It never really bored me. It just got me more and more interested in what's coming up as the pages went by. So, what did you think of this issue? What do you think of the new roster? Comment down below and let me know. Click the like button if you love Raven. And thank you guys a lot for watching. And I guess I will see you the next time.